Thanks for watching Valaction videos. If you like what you see, please click the subscribe link or like it down below. Thank you. Hello, this is Jeff Ajik. I'm the owner and founder of Valaction Continuous Improvement. Again, here I am with another frequently asked question. Today's is, what keeps people from trying lean? What are the barriers to that? So the first part that keeps people from trying lean is probably reputation. So, while for some people lean has a really good reputation, for others it's not so shiny. And some people look at the results that there's a high likelihood that companies that try it don't succeed at it, or people might have had a bad experience in a different company and now they're in a leadership position and in a role that they can make a decision not to try lean. So that's the first one, is that there's a poor reputation for some people and they just don't want to try it. The second barrier to people trying out lean is that it is kind of counterintuitive. What we're telling people to do is reduce the batch size and trying to convince them that this will increase the speed, increase the throughput by having a smaller size bucket of parts going through at once. So if you go from 6 at a time down to 1 at a time, it's hard for people to understand how that speeds things up. So it's kind of counterintuitive, which makes people resistant to it. People also might have a lack of training, so they just simply don't know how to do it, how to go about doing it, and think it might just be too expensive to try to get help to go through and do it. So the lack of training becomes a barrier. Another barrier is that they do try it initially and give up very quickly on it. So it's not quite not trying it, but it's not giving it a fair shake. And the reason is that people try it and it becomes harder than expected. So they make a few changes. They think they're going to 5S things through a standard working place and everything will be great. And they realize that there's a lot more to it than that. So they get bogged down in the details of it and realize that it's really like a lot of elbow grease that goes into lean, and then they give up. And probably the last big barrier is that lean just doesn't line up perfectly with when there's incentives to do it. So what I mean by that is when companies are most willing to try anything to get them going, they're in crisis mode. So if there's a lot of financial problems or heavy competition or something bad is going on, it's when lean tends to get the most looks. But the problem is that lean is very difficult to do and it takes a lot of effort, and people see it as a cure-all, but they don't realize how much intense work has to go into preparing things and really getting all the infrastructure up and running. So you're trying to do all this extra work at a time when you're up against the wall and it doesn't work very well. So those are the big reasons that people don't try lean. And this is Jeff Ajik signing out.